Hey everyone, it's Mike with It's Pittsfield Tonight. I'm going to jump right into it, and I'm going to start with something that I think we'll all be talking about over the next few days, and that is the Pittsfield School Committee has selected the next superintendent of schools, which is our acting superintendent, Joe Curtis. So, the big thing with this story, before I get into it, is Dennis Powell, who's been an active member of the school committee for a while and very active in the community. He quit the school committee over this decision. And you know what? On this one, I don't blame him at all. Because, look, this isn't about Joe Curtis or the qualifications of Joe Curtis. He might very well be the most qualified person for that job. So I'm not going to get into that whole discussion. I don't know. And I have been following this, and I did follow the interviews they did that were on PCTV. I had the candidates that I liked. The one I liked the most, I think his name was Dr. Yumnovsky. I liked him. He stressed heavy on the arts. But watching that, I knew, everyone knew from the beginning. Okay, and this is where Dennis Powell's frustration came from. Because everyone knows the talk in the community was, we all know who's going to be the next superintendent. And I would assume Dennis Powell's attitude towards this was like a lot of people's. Like, all right, well, no, we're being told that we're going to interview and we're going to honestly look at every candidate that applies from, we're going to encourage people to apply from all over the place, and we're going to do an in-depth search. And the rumor kept saying, nah, that's all talk and show. We already know who got the job. You have to be connected around here. You have to be in the groups. And then, so I think Dennis Powell probably, like a lot of people, said, well, is this just a show, or are we actually doing something here? And I think he feels like his time was wasted because they had decided a long time ago that who was going to be the superintendent. So I don't blame him there. I don't. They should have just come out and said, we really know who we want. We believe that this guy, who's already part of our community, has worked his way up, has proved himself. So they should have just done that rather than put in on this big, huge show. And, it's trendy right now to throw around the words diversity and inclusion. But that means nothing around here. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say that. But here, what comes first is what clique you are in. And I keep saying that over and over. And it's true. And it's nothing new. I'm not just saying that Linda Tyre, our current mayor, and the people there, this is something new that they've just come up with. This is how it works here. And one administration will groom the next up-and-coming one, and they stay actively involved. And I learned that when I volunteered, when I first came back to Pittsfield, and I immediately volunteered. It was a mayoral election year, and it was Linda Tyre versus City Clerk Linda Tyre versus Mayor Dan Bianchi, and he was the incumbent. He had already been mayor for 1 or 2 terms. So I volunteered for that. And part of that, I was learning how to look at financial reports, which is all public information for everyone. And I said, and you're looking at the donors for Linda Tyre, and it's, former mayors and the same names that I've seen and heard my whole life. The same people who have always ruled and controlled this area. It's the same group. And I hate to say it, but if your last name doesn't sound like mine or it's Italian, good luck. And that's nothing against Italian or Irish people, obviously. Hello, I am one. But that's how it works around here. So you got to be part of the clique, and this is what I thought going into this. I said, look, we'll call it a midterm election year. And what I mean by that is this is the second time that we will vote on city council and school committee without the mayor being on the ticket. So now that the mayor's office is a 4-year term, and the council and school committee is still 2-year terms, you'll have like 2017, that was just like this year's going to be. That was school committee, city council, and city clerk. So, and voter turnout was a whopping 21%. So they know voter apathy is the way it is in Pittsfield. And do you know who decides those elections? That 21%? They're city employees and their families. That's who decide the elections. And you don't think that the mayor and everyone knows that? That's how it works around here. And now with these midterms, you know, these type of elections, even more, but the wheeling and dealing still has to be done. The mayor is going to need her votes on that council. And you're not going to win that midterm elections. You're not going to get your people on there without the support of city employees. And why is that? Because they know voter turnout's going to be about 20%, that all of you registered voters are not going to participate. And that's how this keeps happening. You can't blame them for working a system that was established when they came into it. It's how it is around here, and until the voters stand up and say, I don't want this anymore. Because I think the insulting part for me, and I laugh about it, and it's not funny, but I'm tired of being preached to about diversity from people who are the exact same as me. Like, I want to see real diversity. So, you know, the joke was during the district attorney's election, I thought it was funny, but, you know, because all we heard during the DA's race was diversity, 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 and it was the same people. Our city councilors, the mayor, the mayor's husband, that were working for and on Andrea Harrington's campaign and getting her elected. And I laughed during that election to somebody, and I said, yes, this is the most diverse campaign I've ever seen. I mean, who would have thought? An Irish person against an Italian person in Berkshire County? Wow. Now, you don't get much more diverse than that around here. So, I mean, that was my point. I'm tired of hearing about diversity from the wrong people. Let's get diversity. So I agree. I was excited about Dr. Yamnovsky. I thought, wow, that would be a great change. And it's nothing personal. You can't take personal into public service jobs. But nothing was going to change. Everybody knew it. So congratulations to Joe Curtis. I hope everything works out well. This should secure some votes to get, you know, the certain counselors reelected, and the mayor will have everything set up, and that's how it'll be. So I don't know. The only thing we can do is, if people do truly want change, is to vote. That's all. I won't tell you who to support. I'm not endorsing anyone during this whole cycle. I'm not doing any of that. I'm going to do interviews. I will help any candidate who asks, including the incumbents. And when I say help, things that I can do from my location. If I can design you a graphic or a sign or something that I can do to help you out, I'll do it free of charge for anyone. So, and what I want in exchange is access to interviews and be able to get information out there. That's all. So, and I won't tell anybody what to do. I'm going to make my picks, my endorsements. I'm going to do it the exact same way the Berkshire Eagle does, like a day or two before the election. I'm just going to put who I think, the ones I like. But I will not endorse or back anybody throughout the process like I've done in the past. I won't do that this time. And I want this platform to be open to everyone. Obviously, I have an opinion, and I'm going to speak my opinion. But I don't have any hatred or meanness towards anyone. It's not personal for me. I know it is for a lot of them. Why? Because they keep telling you, the day this becomes personal, I'm out of here. That's like, again, I've said this before, it's like someone coming over your house for the first time, and then as they're coming in, they look around and go, wow, you got a lot of nice stuff in here. You know, if anything comes up missing, it wasn't me. So I don't want to hear that stuff anymore. Anyways, everyone pay attention to the candidates, pay attention to what's going on. I'm going to reach out to Dennis Powell. I hope I can get an interview with him. And I do understand his frustration. So I'll continue on with this later on. But everyone pay attention, look at your candidates, and that's it for now. Oh, and I should have some stuff coming up soon with John Kroll. Check out John's stuff. I know a lot of people have given me some flack over that. I'm happy John's back because it's another independent media source. And it's just more information that can get out there and more sides of the story. So everyone should support that. Even if you do not agree with some of his point of view, support independent media. You should. So, okay, that really is it for now. Haircut, that could be coming up. I might do a big surprise. Like anybody cares. But I'm going to do it anyways. All right, so that's it for now for the 1800th time. And I'll catch you all Friday.